This time, when we fight Thanos, we're pulling out all the stops. We're going to be at full strength, all right? Hawkeye's going to be there. Yeah, because if he was there the first time, then Thanos would have just started laughing, and in that moment of distraction, we would have gotten the upper hand. So, Tony, now that we're working together again, do you think I could get the shield back? What shield? What are you talking about? You really... The shield that I've carried around since 1942? A shield. Oh, are you talking about the shield that my dad made, that I own, and that belongs to me, and is mine? Yeah. And that technically makes me Captain America because it's mine? That isn't... It's not Thor's hammer. You don't become Captain America when you hold it. You kind of... Where's the entire box of cookies that I just bought?
That's almost an accusatory tone, but there's no... Yeah, I ate the whole box because I have no self-control.
I stayed up way too late. Why don't you just stay awake all day and then go to bed at like 9 tonight? That's a risky fucking move. Do it anyway. I think I'm gonna do it anyway. I love Steve Harrington's character. He's such a mom taking care of those kids. Didn't he... You're talking about Steve Harrington from Stranger Things? Yeah, duh. Isn't his whole character just like a manipulative, jealous, insecure, kind of a piece of shit? He was, but then he put in a little bit of effort to help some kids. And that's all forgiven. Didn't he help his douchebag friends write Nancy Wheeler's a slut on a movie theater or something like that? That was all in the past. That was like 30 years ago. Isn't he constantly trying to guilt trip Nancy anytime she gets more than 50 feet away from him, and is trying to pressure her into being in a committed relationship with him? See, what you're overlooking is that he has nice hair and he's a handsome guy.
You're gonna go in there and you're gonna give him the old 1-2, alright? You're gonna rock his socks off.
What's the old 1-2? How do I do that?
Alright, it's pretty complicated. You go in there, you give him one of these, and then you give him one of those.
You just pantomime punching a guy twice.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
Did you come up with that?
Yeah, it's the old 1-2. It's a classic. It's legendary.
So, before you did that, people will just fight with one punch.
Yeah.
And then you got into a fight with a guy, and you hit him twice, and I'm assuming everybody in the room freaked out.
Are you making fun of me?
No, I'm calling you a revolutionary. You're a genius.
If you don't want my help, I understand.
No, I definitely plan on hitting him more than once. I'm going to use your strategy, in fact. Hey, what's a good threat or insult? I hope the Statue of Liberty comes to life and throws a building at your house. Is that something... Did you already think of that before? Is that something you... It sounded like you thought of that, and then I asked, and you were like, I've already got this one for you, specifically. Is that what's going on? I've got others, if that one's too weird. Hey, be careful what you wish for. You might just get it. Why did you say that? That sounds great. Why did you say it like a threat? Well, it's supposed to mean like, you think you know exactly what you want, and what you want's going to be good when you get it. But then you might get it and realize it's bad. So, why not just say that? Because I don't fucking know. Okay, so as new team leader, anyone who does not have a superpower, but instead some sort of stupid gimmick, will be given an Iron Man suit. That's kind of stupid. Hey Falcon, I'm glad that you know I was talking about you, even though I didn't say your name. Kind of says a lot, doesn't it? Okay, first of all, it's not a stupid gimmick, alright? I have wings, and I can fly. So can geese. I don't see any geese at this table. Other than you, maybe. I don't know if you're a goose. Alright, that's really rude, and I think I'm gonna walk away now. You can fly away. You've mentioned that you can do that. That's really funny, man. See you, man. He's gotta go anyway, probably. He's probably just looking for the opportunity to leave because he's gotta fly south. So, Peter, I have, like, a couple of questions for you. Yeah, what's up? What do you do, outside of being a photographer? I work on my computer a lot. I'm into electronics, stuff like that. Are you like a bodybuilder or a gymnast? No. I just sort of do nerd stuff, you know. Why are you so jacked then? I'm not. What? Okay, well, you look like you're carved out of marble. Is that just a result of you tinkering with electronics? I'm very aggressive when I solder. I believe you. But so the thing is, there's no way you could look like that unless you were a gymnast or a weightlifter. Spider-Man. I was gonna say Spider-Man. You're a fucking liar.
What? Tony, what do you want? You need to shave and you need a haircut. I don't know if anybody's pointed that out to you, but you have a huge beard and your hair is really long. I know that. It didn't just appear one day. I've been growing a beard and growing my hair because I'm not Captain America anymore and I don't have to shave or cut my hair. You should, though. You really should. Have you been showering? Okay, so when we get to school, we're going to interlock our arms and form a Roman shield wall so that we can all be in on the same conversation while we walk as slow as physically possible down the hallway. I don't know. I don't think we're going to be getting in the way of enough people. You're right. Well, what if we stood completely still in a circle that was the width of the entire hallway? That way no one could get past us and we could still have our stupid conversations about nothing. That's good. We should definitely do that every day for the rest of our lives. I mean, our conversations are way more important than anybody else's time. I love being a psychopath.
Hey Siri, turn on the power mode. Power is at like 300% though. What did you just say to me? Turn on fucking low power mode right now.
Well, look at this. Harry Potter. You look exactly like my mom. Yeah, people say I have her eyes. That's not what I was going to say. I was going to say you look like your dad. You look like a clone of your dad. Who told you that you have your mom's eyes? People every day. It's like the same thing that's... People have told me that since I was 11. Your mom's eyes were like brown. We're talking about Lily, your mom, right? Yeah, I know. Your mom's eyes were brown, yours are blue. You're like blueberries in your face. That's strange. Everybody's always told me that I have my mom's eyes. And you, like, just believe them? Don't you have a picture of your mom in your house somewhere? Of course, I've got a moving picture of her in my closet at home. Have you ever, like, looked at it at all? Are you taking a piss? Yes, I've looked at the picture of my mom before. I'm just saying, because you're saying that you have the same eyes as your mom, and your mom had drastically different eyes than that. I mean, what do you want me to say?
I've had just about enough of your sarcasm. Just about. So you could probably have some more if you wanted to, right? That's exactly what I'm talking about.
Have you ever, like, introduced a friend of yours to a new piece of information or, like, a phrase they haven't heard before, and then later on you hear them use that, like, bring it up in a different conversation, and they don't mention that you were the one who told them, and you, for some reason, are slightly bothered by that? Like, I feel like I've been plagiarized, but it's not like a quote that's attributed to me. It's just like the day on which Pearl Harbor happened, and them bringing it up is enough to make me feel like, they are plagiarizing me. I'm the god of knowledge, and they are merely my pupil. Why do you feel like you have a monopoly on little factoids that you happen to know and other people that you introduce to it don't know? You clearly didn't hear me when I said I was the god of knowledge.
Don't eat now. It'll spoil your appetite, and then you won't be able to eat later.
Did you wake up this morning and know that you would say the most incorrect thing ever said in the history of time? You know those videos where the owner of a dog is like presenting two hands and then the dog has to pick one and then the dog picks a hand and then is presented with one treat and then the owner opens the other hand and there's like 95 treats and the dog's just like, well, you know, that's on me. I'm not going to eat those treats because I don't deserve it. I have never met a single dog that would not immediately eat part of that person's hand and every one of those treats. Where do they get these, like, English, well-prepared dogs? Dogs will run at 95 miles an hour into a plate glass door, but they are smart enough to understand the rules of gambling. They understand fairness in games. Where do they get these dogs? You know what? I lost, and that's on me. I'm gonna go eat my own ass. In Harry Potter, when Harry, in the last movie, goes to the train station with his kids and then puts his hand on one of the kids' shoulders and goes like, Albus Severus Potter. And I was like, oh, well, so he named his kids after people who were influential in his life. And then it started making me laugh because of the idea of him naming one of them Dobby. Dobby, you come back here right now. Not until you legally change my name. I named you after the bravest elf I ever knew. The bravest elf you ever knew had a stupid name. You could have named me shit and it would have been a better name. Either dive headfirst into this swimming pool filled with broken glass and scorpions, or have the roof of your mouth be itchy for the next 10 minutes. What kind of scorpions are there?
You know, I'm totally okay with women being plus size.
Okay, that's good. It's a good thing.
Because it turns me on so much.
No, I don't know what, I thought we were on the same page for like 3 seconds.
The year is 2018. Donald Trump is locked in an intense Yu-Gi-Oh duel with Ryan Reynolds, the current Prime Minister of Canada.
One of the funny things about Harry Potter, among everything about it, is that you remember the one where they have the Griffin, and then the Griffin like scratches Malfoy, and then they have it executed. And that's funny in itself, but also they have like a fucking whole executioner. Like he's got an axe and a black hood. Why does Hogwarts employ an executioner? Headmaster, should we use money to, redesign the staircases so they send people where they want to go instead of any random direction that decides to? Or, perhaps remove the dungeons full of puzzles, death traps, and monsters? Should we do that? No, you fool! We must hire an executioner because we have so very many people that need to die.